My name is Ellie Wen. I'm 18 years old. I live in Beverly Hills, California, and I go to Harvard Westlake School. RepeatAfterUs.com is an online library and language lab that helps people from all over the world practice speaking English. So if you have something in mind that you'd like to listen to, you can go to the search bar and type in, say, The Raven. Let's see if anybody's recorded that, and yeah, Jeff Keogh has. So click on that, and then you see the text. You can click on the icon.
Edgar Allan Poe, The Raven. Once upon a midnight dreary while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore.
Ellie started Repeat After Us. I think it was her desire to marry her love of language with her need to reach out and to help people learn English.
For the last 3 years, I've been volunteering at Las Familias del Pueblo, and it's a community center in downtown Los Angeles that caters to Hispanic immigrant families.
My name is Alice Callahan, and I'm the director of Las Familias del Pueblo. We're a community center for sweatshop workers and their children. We have a large after-school program, which is what you hear going on right now, and that's what the program that Ellie volunteers in. Usually Ellie came on Friday, which is sort of a free day for us, but once or twice Ellie has come during the week. And it really was when she came during the week one time that she thought up the idea for her website.
One night, while I was tutoring the kids in one part of the room, on the other side of the room there was an adult ESL class. And I heard how hard the parents were struggling with some of the most basic words. And I just thought that if they have one-on-one instruction and they live in the United States and they're still having so much trouble, how would people across the world learn how to speak English?
Her main concern was that these students often heard the English language spoken, but only when there were native English speakers interacting with them. She wanted to create a vehicle by which they could press rewind and replay and hear English over and over and over and over again.
Knowing that for me to learn French or any other language, I needed to be able to hear it and read it at the same time, I figured that for my website, Repeat After Us, it would be best to provide the text and an audio clip of the text. So you guys are going to do Peter Pan today, Chapter 6.
J.M. Barrie, Peter Pan, Chapter 6, The Little House. Foolish Toodles was standing like a conqueror over Wendy's body when the other boys sprang, armed, from their trees.
"You are too late,"
he cried proudly.
"I have shot the Wendy. Peter will be so pleased with me."
It sounded good, but maybe we could run through it again. Just now that we know the characters better, maybe.
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 And
and
just
just names. Okay. So yesterday we recorded part of Peter Pan Chapter 6 and on Jeff's recorder. So he sent me an email with the recordings, and I'm going to download it and then I'm going to edit it.
Chapter 6, The Little House. Foolish Toodles was standing like a conqueror over Wendy's body when the other boys sprang.
Repeat After Us has provided a resource for anybody from ESL students to scientists learn how to practice speaking English. Since day one, I've saved every single email I've received from any visitor. This one says, "Hi Ellie, this is a great website, I love it, you did a great job." And then they told me to make the speed faster, and so yeah, I did upgrade my server, and now hopefully it's running faster. And this one's in complete Chinese. Among everything else, the Barron Prize really tries to match the winners up with a mentor. And I was very lucky. I was linked with Eva Lerner Lam. She's affiliated with Princeton University, and she's the president of the Alumni Association in Beijing. And we had a lot of correspondences, and something I really agreed with her, and something I told my grandfather in Hong Kong and he really agreed with, was that a lot of people tend to base their judgment of a person's intelligence based on their linguistic ability.
Some of the most brilliant kids I've ever interviewed are from China. And the irony of it is that as I'm engaging in English dialogue with them, I know what they're saying, I can understand what they're thinking, but I can barely understand their spoken English.
Ellie, I believe your website, www.repeatafterus.com, offers potential applicants and matriculates from China the opportunity to overcome a major obstacle to their academic and social accomplishments.
This is a truly revolutionary thing that Ellie has done, and I am using it aggressively in my recruiting of students to Princeton.
I would tell anybody, any teenager, that now is the time to start these kinds of projects. Take something that you really love and go for it, because the world is so kind. There's people willing to help you everywhere, and I just think that at our age, people are willing to cut you some slack but also take you seriously.
I feel as though I've already learned so much from Ellie. She's already given me so much. She's given me an enabling tool to help me in what I do in China and for the university.
I just think that hopefully it'll inspire other teams to start projects or reach more and more visitors and hopefully benefit the world. That wasn't very coherent, but yeah.
I think it's way too easy today for kids to feel powerless and disconnected, like they really can't make a difference. There is nothing more powerful than the story of real, live, young people who are actively out there, rolling up their sleeves, doing something positive, and really, truly making the world a better place, to turn the light on in other kids' minds that they too can make a difference. It's an incredible, powerful ripple effect, and that's really what it's about.